Alright, what's up everybody? Clint Esposito here with
Bethany Olson
for another episode of Yin and Wang. No, I did it wrong again.
Yin and
Wang. I'm Wang.
Vacation edition.
Vacation,
We're on
Florida.
vacation. We're in Florida.
Florida edition, which means we're wrestling alligators at the beach.
Yeah, I hope there's no alligators at the beach. We didn't see any today. We did see a manatee though. You saw a manatee first.
Are we going to get right into that?
I mean, what better time?
Okay, we can. All right, so we do have pictures from the way down here.
Right, we road tripped all the way from Jersey to Florida. And we stopped.
From Ohio to Florida, remember?
Oh yeah, Ohio. Excuse me.
Yeah, we road tripped it down and we stopped in Savannah, Georgia.
Yes.
And we have pictures of Savannah, Georgia, but today we spent basically most of the day at the beach and
at an undisclosed beach.
Undisclosed beach. Everybody that's listening, audio, that is our drinks, our
Or ice.
our raspberry.
No, it's watermelon, I think.
Watermelon?
Is it watermelon?
Raspberry.
Tea. And then tequila? Something like that. It's some kind of mix. But it's really good.
Margarita mix. Allegedly, but it doesn't really taste like...
Tastes nothing like a margarita. It tastes like an iced
margarita.
tea.
Yeah.
Really?
Raspberry iced tea with tequila in it. With lime and tequila.
I'm not getting the margarita at all.
No, me neither. Maybe we didn't put salt.
We should have put the salt.
We should have salted it.
It's coming from you. How could you? He loves to put salt in his water. He adds salt all the time to everything. So the fact that he didn't put salt in
water sucks without salt.
Surprising.
Water's terrible without salt.
Yeah, it is weird, right? When you go from drinking salt water to plain water. Yeah. It is a little weird.
It's just not. Then I'm like, oh, I think that's why nobody likes water. Like, not nobody, but a lot of people.
A lot of people are like, oh, water's so boring.
Yeah, exactly. It needs a little...
Salt bag.
A little salt bag. So today, we spent most of the day at the beach. And so I went for a water walk. As I call it.
You should explain what a water walk is.
Well, that's what I was about to do. That's why I did the quotation.
The water walk. So it's just not a walk on the beach.
Yeah, you don't walk down the beach. You walk through the water. Here where we are, it's very shallow, like really far out. So you can just walk like at your waist or at your chest or at your knees or whatever, pretty much the whole length. Like it doesn't just drop in or anything.
That's nice.
So I went to, the first time walking away, I went to like my breast assists, basically my nipples. And I kind of had to like, like swim with my arms too. But anyway, I walked down the beach in the water and then I got to the end, I started to come back and I'm walking and I'm like looking for fish and I kind of turn around and there's just this big ass thing in the water where I just walked and I'm like, is that seaweed? What is that? I don't think that was there when I just walked through there. So then I'm like, I think that's something. So I wasn't sure what it was at first.
Well, right, because like how, you're not just seeing manatees.
Yeah, exactly. So I start like, it's bigger, as big as me at least. Lengthwise, and it's way like bigger around.
Longer.
Yeah. So I start like backing up and then I go walk in towards the shore and it comes right next to me and then sticks its head up and like breathes out and then just goes down and then just starts continuing. It was on a water walk. I just realized that.
It was also on a water walk.
It went all the way down the beach or back up the beach. Through people and everything.
It came up and I saw it.
There was all these people. So I'm walking basically trying to stay with it. I'm a little bit shallower on the way back. I'm trying to stay with it to go and tell her. And then it starts to get like out in front of me. So then I like go out of the water and I jog down the beach and I'm like, hey, there's a manatee coming by. And it literally, there's a bunch of people just standing there and it just like goes in. You can see everybody going, look. And then it would come up every once in a while and it literally went in between people like on its way by. So that was crazy though. But I'm like,
that was within like 10 minutes of being at the beach.
Yeah. But the fact of just being in the water and I wasn't sure what it was, and then I was like, dude, this thing could fuck me up if it wanted to, whatever it is,
Probably,
because I'm not
you weren't
good.
ready for
I'm
it.
What
are you gonna do in the water?
Yeah, exactly. And it is at least as big as I am and can swim. I'm like, whatever this is, even if a manatee, we should check that. Has anybody been attacked by a manatee? I'm sure it's nobody ever.
I mean, I don't know that.
Somebody has to at some point have been attacked by a manatee.
What did you do to provoke the manatee?
Exactly. That's why I got out of his line. He was literally probably 8 feet behind me. I feel like
he would have just gone around you if you
probably, but like I said, I didn't know
what it was at first.
Yeah,
you didn't even know what was going on. You're like, what the fuck?
I would have tried to ride it.
You should have rode.
So once we break out the computer, we're going to check and see if manatees have ever attacked anybody.
I feel like that's never happened.
Do you know that they say that the legend of mermaids comes from manatees?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ariel was a manatee?
Which means back in the day, they loved fat chicks.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like she had some fat, like, sisters or something. I don't remember.
Ariel?
Did she have fat sisters?
But were they...
no, maybe she didn't.
Were they also mermaids?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was a mermaid, and then her Ursula made her into, or gave her legs. But I don't think they were actually fat.
And a vagina? Or did she have a vagina before?
Don't know the answer to that. Disney didn't tell us.
That seems weird. It seems like they would have elaborated on that one. They showed Jessica Rabbit's cooter.
Mermaids are non-gender, like binary. So they
were onto this way before anybody else.
Right. We got into Disney again. Disney movies. It's funny because I don't.
Did we last time?
Yeah, well, the first one we started talking about Lion King. Like, I don't even watch. You know, some people like adults, which I think is so weird. They love Disney, and they're like, "Oh, I go to Disney," and they like do these runs at Disney and go to Disney every year, and it's really awkward and weird. It's like, how are you at a 30-something-year-old, 40-something-year-old adult?
They work for Abercrombie and Fitch.
Just pulling it all together. Now we just
you brought it up.
We have the show. That's good. You have to watch the previous episodes to get the joke.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah, it's an inside joke. Everybody will be talking about Abercrombie. That'll just be our slang for pedophiles.
And Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, she was
20
Abercrombie
years.
and Fitch.
And we still don't know.
So who did
she sex traffic these kids for? We still don't know.
Did you know that she got 20 years and R. Kelly got 30?
Oh, R. Kelly got 30? Damn. And she only got 20?
What was R. Kelly doing exactly?
Well,
did he have an island?
He was sex trafficking. I thought.
Was he too?
I thought he was doing shady shit like that too.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to Google this
I think we should. I think we should get on it because. Do you like Clint's fancy lap pillow?
My lap desk.
Top pillow.
Okay, so hold on. Let me pull up.
Are you doing the web stuff? We got kind of down a rabbit hole real quick there.
Real quick. So what was the first one? Manatees.
Manatees attacking.
Okay. I need to set us up to record.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like manatees are
binary.
No.
You already said that.
Not violent. Like not aggressive.
Okay.
I guess is the better term.
All right.
I hope I'm not hitting my mic too much and annoying everyone.
Manatees.
Manatee attack.
Manatee attacks a woman. It already.
Oh shit! I gave them too much credit. You have to see manatee attack.
Are manatee attacks dangerous? Do manatees attack humans?
No. The answer is no.
Come on. Are manatees dangerous? Do manatees attack humans? I had the opportunity to see a manatee up close. Such a graceful. It was graceful. I will agree with this lady. They were graceful. And look, now looking at this one.
Can they see this? They're very cute.
Yes, they will be able to see this. But now looking at this, it's definitely what it was because he had like all stuff on him
and
like
that. And the shape of his nose, like his face and stuff.
When he stuck his nose up.
That looks just like it.
Turns out manatees are not dangerous animals at all. This 10-foot marine giant is gentle and docile being, and there are no records showing that manatees actively attack a person. However, considering their size and strength, they could be very... Okay, thank you.
They could be very dangerous if they wanted to be, but they're not.
No, manatees do not attack humans. There is no recorded incident in which a manatee has attacked a human being ever. Manatees are known as calm marine animals. Why didn't I pet it?
You should have rode the manatee in.
I would have come by and been like, Bethany, it's a manatee. I'm on a manatee. Do you remember the thing where Trump rides the eagle with the American? That's me right now on the manatee.
I didn't see that happen.
There are some just memes. All kinds of stuff. Whatever. It's like America. Come by 4th of July with American
you're like,
flag.
How ultra American of you riding a manatee? It's 4th of July weekend.
I can't believe
in Florida.
Literally. These aquatic creatures have no natural predators. However, manatees should probably be afraid of us, as humans are known to cause injury to them by riding them. No. When riding boats, humans are not able to see a manatee swimming by.
Yeah. They would have. I don't know if he would have let you mount him, but.
Do manatees eat hummus?
That's legit on there.
No, it says humans. It looks like hummus at first.
My eyes are really blurry for some reason because I had used a damn makeup remover because I had waterproof mascara on at the beach, which I don't normally wear waterproof mascara, and so my eyes have been super blurry since, and like I can't see that well, so I legit thought that said fucking hummus. Fuck. I feel like an idiot.
Why didn't I go and say hi to that manatee?
Well, now you know for tomorrow.
You'll never... I've been to the beach. How many times? I've never seen...
You've not been to that beach this much. 400-pound woman survived sexual assault by a herd of manatees. Wait a minute. I kind of want to be sexually assaulted by a manatee.
A herd of them?
Oh my God.
This can't be real. World News Daily Report. There's no way this is real.
This is a real thing.
The U.S. Coast Guard rescued a woman from a frightening assault by...
They thought she was a fucking manatee.
They were like, yo.
She's huge. She's like their size. She's like, oh, they're like, oh.
A herd of manatees near Pepper Park Beach, a popular beach in the area.
They thought she was also a manatee.
The tourist on vacation went to swim near 2 p.m. in the afternoon when she was suddenly caught up by a herd of male manatees. This cannot be real. That possibly mistook the poor woman for a female manatee. I was just playing around in the water when I suddenly noticed a herd of manatees next to me. At first I was curious, but eventually I became scared and they started getting agitated, she recalls, visibly traumatized by the latest events. Then something pulled me underwater as I was gagging for air. I felt the crushing weight of one of the beasts on my back at that moment. I thought I was going to die.
I'm dying because of the next, subject. What the fuck?
Bloody vaginal discharge.
Did she have her period?
The sexual assault of the herd of manatees on a human being could be explained by the menstrual cycle of the vacationer. believes Jane Keller, professional of biology at the University of South Florida. When a female manatee goes into estrus, she is soon detected and pursued by numerous male manatees throughout the cycle. During that time, the female can mate with a dozen or more males, is what is known as an estrus or mating herd. It is possible that the animals mistook the bloody vaginal discharge of the victim's period as a female manatee in estrus, she explains.
Dying right now.
I would definitely suggest that women not go swimming during their menstruation cycle in the areas where manatee mating occurs, she warns.
I'm in danger this week. Well, what if
you're no more water walks?
What if I'm wearing
You would have been,
tampon?
if you had been with me, you would have been prime target for that horny, fucking chauvinist.
What if it was
It was a horny chauvinist manatee. It was a man manatee.
It would have been raped by a manatee. But wait a minute.
Lucky to be alive. Tyler Smith, like a 17-year-old lifeguard present during the sexual assault.
This is a good campaign for tampons. Like, wear a tampon. Don't get sexually assaulted by a manatee. It's like a dog is still going
to know that you have your period, whether you have or a bear. You can't block it like that. You're in the water.
But it's not going to see the blood.
It's not seeing anything. It fucking could sense it in the water.
It's smelling it. Or whatever.
Shark can sense chum in the water like friggin' half a mile away.
But I thought maybe the blood attracted it. Maybe she was just
She was free bleeding?
She could have been free bleeding. Maybe
nobody would save her.
Look how huge that woman is. She probably can't even get down there to put a fucking tampon in.
Maybe.
That was really mean.
Tyler Smith, that was very mean. Tyler Smith, a 17-year-old lifeguard present during the sexual assault, believes she is lucky to be alive. We often see manatees nearby, but it's the first time they didn't attack. They made sweet, sweet love to her.
How big is a manatee penis?
Maybe that's why she had a bloody vaginal discharge. There were so many manatees around her. I think I counted at least 10 of them. They were all fighting against
gangbanged by 10
against
manatees.
each other. This is a world record. To get on her back and hump her. It was. I
secretly hope this is a true story.
Like a big manatee gangbang. This has got to be fake. There's no way that they wrote this in the thing. She's definitely lucky to be alive. She acknowledges visibly distraught by the whole affair. Although experts claim this is an unprecedented and isolated incident, increasing security measures will be taken to prevent further occurrences of such tragic incidents, say local authorities.
How could they possibly control women's menstrual cycles?
Is this even a real beach?
Fort Pierce, Florida. Where's Fort Pierce? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Pepper Park Beach. No, this is a lot. I will say that in my 34 years, I've never had a problem swimming during that time of the month.
Fort Pierce, Florida is a real place.
Okay.
Manatee attack.
So, we need this confirmed by at least multiple news sources.
I need to write...
Sure, just the first one that comes up.
World News Daily Report.
Was the one. Oh my gosh, this made a lot of news headlines. It's real.
Leadstories.com. There's still none of these are...
maybe not.
Visit, whatever.
Alligator attack seems more likely.
Manatee Center. Manatee Observation Education.
So we don't know. There's no actual, not that there's any credible news stories anyway. I like that I said that. There's no incredible... I can't talk.
400-pound woman was not sexually assaulted by a herd of manatees.
I think I'm drunk already. I can't talk. He doesn't care.
That's good. There is not there is a not true story making the rounds. Why did they write it like that?
Yeah, like why would they say it's false? There's
a not true story.
That's
why I couldn't read it. I was like, why does that say it like that?
When was this written? Is this 2016? Okay.
There's a not true story making the rounds on the internet about a woman in Florida with the header, 400-pound woman survived sexual assault by herd of manatees.
So this was just some men trying to make women afraid to go swimming while they have their period. This
is fear-mongering about swimming. Because, listen, we don't want you guys in there with us with your periods. Okay?
That's my point.
What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. What did R. Kelly do?
All right, moving on. But he had a bunch of underage,
yeah, I know that.
Trafficked girls, I thought. Maybe I made that up. Did not make up that manatees are not dangerous, though. That was true. And apparently
that was true. And I don't have my menstrual cycle, so I should be fine.
You should be fine. Okay, so if we go through the week and I get gangbanged, then we know it's true.
Yeah. Oh, in sex trafficking case, he
was sex trafficking, right?
The disgraced R&B singer was sentenced 30 years in prison. Months after he was convicted of all 9 counts against him in a high-profile sex trafficking case. Why is that? Can we see it?
I
don't know. After you played basketball in a car full of your friends, do you remember that? He said, I couldn't care less. I avoided the name in your songs and stuff like what? Okay, hold on. Let's go to this. R. Kelly found guilty on all counts in sex trafficking trial.
I think I just burped into my microphone.
I think it should be
fine. Sorry, everyone.
We're like, where is there just a list of fucking...
Like what he did?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the full list of like...
Kelly was accused of confining victims in hotel rooms or his recording studio, managing when they could eat and use the bathroom, and force them to follow the various rules, including demanding they call him daddy. It is now time to hold the defendant responsible for the pain and he inflicted.
Yeah, so how many of these women did he do this to?
Well, and it's terrible, right?
It's awful.
But he's not like, I think, trafficking. Is this?
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know the full story. Like, did he he might have trafficked. We don't. But again, I feel like the amount of, I mean, maybe this might be wrong, but I feel like Ghislaine Maxwell probably helped traffic way more freaking chicks to that island.
She
only got 20 years.
Yes, and this is my point. If he's not, okay, so like.
But he's also been in trouble a bunch with the child pornography and stuff. So maybe
because a lot of them were underage.
Yeah, a lot of underage stuff.
But weren't they with that case too?
Yeah, I thought that case also had a bunch of underage girls.
And
like
so they're taken, like, so I guess I would think this is like kidnapping versus sex trafficking.
What does this have to do with anything? Kelly, 54, faces decades in prison when he is sentenced May 4th, wore a mask and appeared stoic. What does wearing a fucking mask in court have to do? So he's stoic because he's wearing a mask? This guy just raped, sex trafficked,
I think that's their point, is they're pointing out that he was very calm even though all this stuff is going on. I mean, how was he supposed to be?
But at least he's not going to get COVID. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, he's a good person. He saved lives.
Right. We're now making him sound like he's a good person because he wore a mask. But those anti-maskers are really bad people.
Yeah.
Really bad.
His name is Robert Sylvester, Kenny.
That's his real name?
Yep.
6 people. Hold on. It said they prosecuted her, which centered on the allegation of 6 people. Serial sexual predator who abused young women, as well as underage girls and boys.
For more than 2 decades.
That's really sad. Well, good. I'm glad he's in jail.
I mean, I agree with that. But how did, like, 6? I bet there's not even anything on. I bet there's not even anything.
We can't even find the amount of people that Ghislaine and Maxwell freaking sex traffic.
How the hell do you spell it?
It's like GH or.
There you go. Sentenced to charges.
Oh, good. She wore her mask too. But she's just out here saving lives and protecting the people.
Yeah. Sex trafficker, sentenced 20 years.
So she'll get out when she's 80.
She's 60?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. For instrumental role in the horrific sexual abuse of multiple young teen girls. I feel like there's a lot in this case. She doesn't think what she did was wrong, Kate said. She is not sorry. How do you know, Kate?
Yeah.
Sentence Epstein, a once powerful financier whose friends and contacts include powerful men from former President Donald Trump.
But they don't list. Oh, they do list Bill Clinton, but they don't list like Bill Gates or all these other people who are freaking.
Donald Trump never even went to the island, and he actually kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but because they said he was creepy and kicked him the fuck out. But nobody will say that. It's hilarious.
I mean, listen, not that I like Donald Trump, but we need more. Everyone needs, to
not be such a pussy?
No, they just love to hate him for everything.
Oh, yeah, just let it go.
It's meanwhile, a lot of these freaking douchebags are, just as gross and disgusting, if not more gross and disgusting than Trump. They're all gross and disgusting.
Yeah. Most people get into those positions to even be. Yeah,
they're usually doing pretty nasty things.
Sternham said Maxwell had been placed in solitary confinement Friday without justification and asserted in bold type that she is not suicidal. I mean, that's a good, if Miss Maxwell remains on suicide watch, is prohibited from reviewing legal materials prior to sentencing. No. Her lawyer said that in case she friggin' dies in there and the cameras don't work.
Again. Coincidentally.
Yeah.
If this could happen again.
I don't see, there's not a list. I just want a list on both of these where it's just these are all the charges.
I don't think they're going to kill her because she obviously hasn't talked. Because if she did, why don't we have any of the names?
Yeah, but she could have talked and provided that in court, and they're just not putting it out.
They're just withholding it? I don't know.
What's going on?
Yeah, New York Times makes you pay for their shit.
Yeah, okay. Well, they don't get it on this podcast with all of its viewers.
Yes. We will not.
We will not support it.
New York Times. Right. Okay. Anyway. Let's talk about, we road tripped.
Our road trip down.
We stopped in Savannah.
It's basically just Savannah. That's not our whole road trip.
Right. We didn't take a lot of pictures of the road. Which was a nice drive for the most part. We didn't do too bad, traffic-wise.
No, it's pretty good. We stopped in Savannah on the way.
Yes, and it was my first time there.
It was Bethany's first time. I'd been there before.
Loved it.
And we basically, I knew that she would like it because old.
Yes,
we both like old stuff.
Old buildings, which is why we live in an old house, and which we talked about, our old, potentially haunted house.
Potentially haunted. Only while we do podcasts together. Other than that, it's not haunted.
It's never haunted after that.
So here is the chart house, and we're not sure if like this is how it was built initially, or if something happened, if it was rebuilt. I don't know what this plaque says here. Maybe we should look at that.
That you see the brick. I think there was a window there at one point where the brick was
on the side, and they had to repair.
Yeah.
Could
maybe they changed what the rooms were inside, and they like had to get rid of that window. Like maybe
how about this front corner?
Well, we ate up there at the dock side. I don't know.
Did we? Is this where we ate?
Yeah, and
weren't we up
for
here?
lunch the next
Oh, yeah, we weren't out here, right? We were inside, though.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's where oysters didn't open, then they took care of it.
Yes. Yeah, we had some mussels that did not open, and I complained, and then they took it off her bill.
And she's like, "Do you want me to open them?"
And I was like, "No."
She's like, "No, I'm pretty sure you're not."
Them.
She goes, "Yeah, I know, but you know."
And I'm like, "So why would you say you know and offer to like? Are you trying to give me food poisoning? We have another 5-hour drive to Florida." Sounds
yes, I'll food
but anyway,
poison
it was a really good place. She did the right thing. She took it off her bill. I don't normally complain, but it's like when you pay for a pound of mussels, I was like, and half of them don't open, or like a third of them at least don't open. You're kind of like, can you at least bring me the one like open ones? You're supposed to like
get rid of them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to serve them to people if they don't open. Anyway.
All right, here's a quaint street with the old Belgian block, and they had big stone curbs. I don't know what that is. Granite. Probably granite. Mm-hmm. We did not go to Nor-ish. It's like kind of healthy. Nor-ish.
I don't know what Nor-ish. Oh, right there. Yeah. I don't even remember. I wasn't worried about that.
But right, it's like ish. It's like kind of nutritious.
Yeah, I just love all the buildings, the cobblestone streets. Like, it's like so dreamy there. I was like,
dreamy. It's dreamy. Look at this. This is dreamy.
Look at us. We're really cute. We got the bridge in the background. I'm very squinty.
It was a sincere smile I had that time.
Yeah. Oh, we had tacos at the Savannah Tequila Company. You have to tell them, all right. So I'm not like a huge tequila. I like tequila, but so I got a mixed drink with, it was like some kind of Paloma with like a grapefruit soda, which was good. And then tell them all about your reposado.
So then if you see...
Oh, no, you had a Neho.
So if you see this drink over here on the other side, which it kind of worked out because they had, well, first off, their tequila list was crazy. The mezcal list was crazy.
Page and back. Front and back.
Yeah. The front, almost the whole front was just mezcals, which if you've never had a mezcal, it's like a very smoky tequila, but they get super smoky very quick, and they're kind of harsh. Some of them. I did, way back in the day, somebody gave me really good mezcal, and then I loved it, and I've been searching, and I've not been able to find any that was good. I probably should have gotten some of the expensive ones there, because I bet they were good.
I'm sure it was good.
So,
well, now we have a reason to go back to Savannah.
There you go.
We have to go back to Savannah Tequila Company. The tacos were good.
So I didn't even explain my drink. So I went to get, I was looking through, and there's one called Addictivo, and I found they had Reposado, which is just rested, and Añejo, which is rested a year, and then they had Plus. So originally I was going to go for
extra.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. So I was going to do Addictivo, Extra, Añejo, and they didn't have that one. I was going to do 1 ounce of that because it was like $35 or something. So then they're like, we don't have that one. We have that Adictivo Añejo. So then I was like, okay, I'll get that. I'll do 2 ounces of that, which turned out to be better. And it was amazing. Super smooth and sweet.
Sweet. Like, I have never tasted a tequila that tasted that sweet. Yeah. Like, I was like,
and kind of a little bit thick.
Because, it was.
You wouldn't have wanted to mix that with anything.
No,
it was so good.
It would have been terrible to mix that.
You just got to run it straight.
Was the only way to go.
So good. I'm like, what does a bottle cost? We need to. Can you even find a bottle anywhere?
Probably.
At a really good liquor store that has like a good.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not where we are now, but maybe on the way home somewhere we could find something.
In the nether regions of the United States.
Yes.
There we are again.
We were listening to live music here.
I don't remember where. What
it was at some bar. It was like right in the middle, like it was right by the river.
Yeah, so this is a bar. I don't remember what the place was. Yeah,
I don't know.
There's like a eating area, it was out in front of the Marriott, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was like its own thing, I think, because they closed at 9.
Oh, okay.
But there was some live music there, and there's like 2 bars, and we were just sitting there drinking.
Yeah, and got drinks. Oh, this was like.
This is the shady. Awesome. This is the shady
alleyway, and it was very shady. We had a group of.
Well, first we had somebody go. Told us we had a guy smoking a joint in this alleyway with another dude. Tell us that we won the most attractive couple award, I guess in Savannah or something. Then there was another group of men that walked by us.
A very large group of men.
When we were talking to them, and then we went to get our stuff and smoke ourselves, or I did. And then went back down, and then the guys turn around and then walk back by, and then they turn around and walk, okay, and we're like, okay, we're just going to get out of this alleyway.
Literally in this little alleyway is where this was happening, and we're like, all right, let's just, and there was no one else but us in the group of, and we're like, all right, let's just go up the stairs and get out of here, because it's getting a little seedy. Yeah,
she was just standing there, and I'm like, I don't, who said, I think I was like, I don't like.
No, I said, I think we should get out of here.
I feel like I said something like, I don't, I go, why do they keep walking by? And you were like, I think we should go. And I was like, yeah, me too. So then you just stood there and I'm like, pushed you. I'm like, go in front of me, go. Why would you be the last one?
I don't know why I like always wait for people, and I thought I was like gonna go behind you, but obviously it made sense for me to go.
Why would you go behind me?
I don't know, because I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Just tell me that next time. Be like, just go.
Well, I did.
Go. And I did.
Okay, so here we have a sign for historic steps, which apparently just means dangerous.
Look how all right, these steps are so.
It's not even that good in this.
Yeah, but you can kind of see. Look how you can see them.
The last
like 3 or 4 steps.
3 or 4 steps.
Like it's so like.
It goes out. The steps go out, and then they just drop. They ran
out of stones. They're like, okay, we're just gonna.
I think they ran out of room or something, and they were like, we'll just make it way steeper.
But they were pretty damn steep. Those aren't the historic steps that we initially walked. There's like 6 sets of historic steps.
Yeah, there's a bunch. So the riverside area is down. Hold on, there will be another. Here's our.
That's where we stayed.
We have
a really good story about our hotel, which, by the way, was actually really freaking awesome.
Other than, I thought it was going to come up. We'll tell you when it comes up. Okay, so this is Huey's.
Huey's was where we got.
Which I believe is attached to the River Street Inn. Let's go back. Is it that one right next? It's right there to the right.
No, that's Tubby's, and then it was Huey's.
Oh, okay.
So.
Right to the right, right.
Next to Tubby's.
But it's still attached. And so we got, go ahead, do you want to explain it?
We got the crab cake eggs Benedict with fried green tomatoes, and it was fucking amazing. And I love eggs Benedict to begin with, but like it's literally making me hungry. I'm hungry.
And the crab was very fresh, kind of fishy. But that's how you know it's like real.
I don't think it tasted fishy.
No, like it had I was
like the
more
smell, maybe.
it was more like earthy or like real and aquatic tasting than when you get, you know what I mean, that fake
imitation crab.
Yeah, or like even older crab. I feel like it loses some of that like in transit or something.
But those fried green tomatoes on the eggs Benedict,
it was a really good
banging.
It was a really good
I've never had that combo before, and man, was I like stoked on that.
And I got the cheese grits right there, which they put, that was my slab of, I put the butter on it, but they had real cheese in it. It wasn't like already mixed up grits and cheese, so that was really good as well. I definitely suggest or recommend Huey's.
Yeah, and
actually all the places we went were good.
Breakfast potatoes, which were also really good.
You can see them right there. I'm circling it with the...
Oh, there they are. There are the breakfast potatoes.
Okay, so here, if you'll notice, there's a part of the doorknob inside here, and then there's a part of the doorknob outside, and there's no doorknob in the door.
So we got back at night.
Kind of a little bit drunk.
A little drunk, not much.
No, but like
very little, but it's like
a little bit, because we kept going. We just went from place to place, and we would get drink and food.
Yeah, but we were also eating.
Yeah, we'd be like, get one drink and an appetizer.
Mike thing.
And then one drink and an appetizer. So look at it. It's dead. We're just using mine at this point.
Okay, well, hopefully, maybe they have
talking to my chest. No, they have. It's not that low.
Can you hear me?
It's not that low. So we take a shower, and we get out of the shower, and I go to open the door, and the handle just like click, click. So I'm like, okay, let me like push in on the handle. Click,
then
click, like, and then I'm like, let me pull out on the handle. Click, click, let's go up. Nothing at all. So I'm like, all right. So then she goes, no, let me do it. And I'm like, okay, do it. Please open the door. And she's like, click.
And then Clint had a minor heart attack.
And then I'm like, hey.
Couldn't get the door open.
Yeah, I was like, stop doing that. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's stressing me out that you also can't open the door. I'm starting to freak. And then we look around, no phones. Nobody has a phone.
Our phones were not in the bathroom with us.
No phones in the bathroom. And I don't have my toiletries bag, which has, not like anything crazy, but random stuff in it. So then I'm like, I don't even have anything in here at all. My bag's not even in here.
And all I had was a towel. You at least had your underwear.
Well, no, you had at least had your toiletries bag. If we had no toiletries bag, we would have been in trouble. I had my
toiletries bag in the bathroom, which he first asked for my tweezers. I gave you the tweezers.
Well, you gave me some random super thin tweezers. I meant your actual tweezers.
I don't even think I had those in there. I gave you what I had, and then
so they're like,
I have like a kit that's like it like has that's like my travel thing. It has like tweezers, those little scissor things, and then it has my nail clippers.
But the tweezers that you gave me were like aluminum, like they were like super cheap, and I couldn't even.
I gave him my nail.
She gives it. I asked her for the tweezers, because I'm like, how are we gonna get out of here? So I see the screws on the doorknob. So that's when I'm like, do we have anything? That's why I'm like, I don't have anything, because I'm like, I'll pull something out of I have a bunch of extra tweezers or nail clippers and stuff in my bag. So I'm like, look, I don't even have my bag in here. She goes, I do. And I'm like, do you have some kind of, do you have your tweezers? Because I was figuring it was your other bag with your regular tweezers in it. So that's what I was thinking. Then you gave me those tweezers, which were like I said, like aluminum maybe. And as I'm trying to unscrew the thing, it's just like bending like it was not working.
Well, then I gave you the nail clippers, and the nail clippers.
So then we can't go. I can't explain it.
Yeah,
so then
but it was
she
like
gave
really
me the nail.
Drawn out,
So
and
then
I feel like it's not that.
So then she gave me I was explaining why the tweezers wouldn't work. So then she gave me nail clippers, and then I used the end of the nail clippers and I unscrewed the doorknob, and then I got us out that way. Sorry, I should have just said that at the beginning. The door wouldn't open, so then I unscrewed the screws out of the doorknob, and we got out. Which is why the lady at the front desk, I told her the story just like that, which is why she also didn't care that we were stuck in the bathroom.
Right.
She was like, I'll send maintenance. And I was like, no, you don't understand.
We were
basically we would have been stuck in the bathroom,
and it was
no
like
phones or
midnight
anything.
Or something.
Yeah, I'm like, we're about to just start beating on this door and hope that somebody hears us outside and can come and let us out. Like, or we're sleeping in here until the maids come in the morning and we haven't checked out.
Yeah, which wouldn't have been till like 11 a.m.
So they didn't give a fuck.
They didn't give it. So that's the whole thing. River Street Inn, super cute inside, but does not give a fuck if you get locked in your damn bathroom.
You could get locked in your bathroom.
All night.
Nobody would care.
And if you don't, so before you go stay at River Street Inn, make sure you know how to properly detach a doorknob.
Check your door. Just check the door before you get in there.
Or maybe just bring your phone into the bathroom with you.
Or that too. But I would say check the door first. That's easiest. You don't want to have to call somebody and have them come up while you're naked in the bathroom and let you out. All right, here's me trying to commit suicide with a cannon from the Civil War in Savannah, but it would not fire.
Didn't work.
There was a bunch of trash in the barrel. It wouldn't fire. That somebody put Coca-Cola bottle.
Was it really Coca-Cola? There was something
there was
in there?
stuff in there, yeah.
There was stuff in there.
Leaves and stuff, but then there was also a little bit of trash.
Ooh, this is the Mercer Williams house. I have a good story about the Mercer Williams house.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do. I like this story. So, you know, I'm sure a bunch of shit happened back in the day. It was built, like, all these old places, like, the person who pays to build it ends up dying before they ever lived there. And it's like a whole, like, that seems to always
So every house with the names of them, Mercer is
it's always the most, it's like the person who built it and then like the most prominent family that lived there. So the Mercer
built it,
and then Williams lived there.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, we don't fucking know. We don't care. But we're going to tell you a more fun story about
this is a very fun story.
I liked this story. I even posted it on my Instagram, which means I liked it because I don't post all that much anymore. So you'll see this fence post that I'm so graciously posing next to. There's one area that is missing a spike there on this wrought iron fence. Well, in 1969, a little boy named Tommy Downs just so happened to fall off the roof, which why was he on the roof?
Chasing pigeons.
And it was an abandoned house at that point.
He was hunting pigeons.
He fell off the roof and landed right there on that spike, which is why...
on his head.
On his head, and that's why it is missing, and they never replaced it, so I'm posing next to where a little boy died. Very smiley.
That's amazing.
About it, too.
It's amazing. So the theory is that prior to that, this house was used as a hospital during the Civil War. So they're like trying to connect ghosts. The Tommy Downs? Yes, there was there was a bunch, but this one there was a hospital during it. So they're saying that soldiers died there, and Tommy's friend that was there and saw the incident happen said it was as if he was pushed.
Yes.
So they're like, well, it was a hospital during the Civil War, so maybe people died there, and one of them, you know, like it's a very loose connection. It's a very loose connection.
Usually, like they love, like it's like these ghost hunter websites, and they're like, oh.
Listen, if you go to Savannah, there's about 187
ghost tours
that you could take.
Which we didn't do any of them.
We didn't do any of them. We just did. You already explain that? I started to, but the camera died. Okay. Yeah,
so we decided, so these are all pictures. We actually did our own self-guided tour of Savannah because we kind of got in like in the early evening on whatever night that was, Wednesday night, and we were like just wanted to hang out, get foods, drinks, walk around. And then Thursday we were looking for like a tour to do, but they only had tours like at 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. So it's like either we waited around all morning
Right.
Because it was like too late at that point.
Basically, we were there for the evening and then the morning, and then we were continuing the drive to Florida, which was 5 hours about.
5.5 hours. So anyway, so we decided, well, we'll just like look up all the places that all these tours go, and we'll just do our own self-guided tour.
So we got a map out of the lobby of the hotel, and that was one of the ghost tours maps or something.
Yeah,
and then one of the tours, historic tour,
sightseeing tour map thing.
So then we walked around, which the map was not exact. All right,
the map was pretty rough. I just basically had a.
It was a highlight of the city. It was not actually a map of the city. It was like, this is loosely
about where it is,
about how the city
general
is.
Area.
They weren't even pointed the right way. You would see
like the house would be there, and it would be like facing the not the way that
it was on the map. Yeah.
So you're going to you're like, where is?
I realize now everything was just set up on the map to face you.
Yeah. Like as you're looking.
As you're looking at the map, so everything was turned towards you. So we're like looking for this one, and then we're like, it's on the other side of this thing. That doesn't make any sense, but
we figured it out. And so when we got to a place, we would just Google and we'd look up the history. So then either one we would take turns reading the history. So we basically just did our own tour, and it was for free. We didn't have to pay like $30-40 each.
And that's it. There's an old cemetery.
But we like to walk around, and this cemetery was pretty cool. And I like this wall. That's actually came out as a really good picture.
Really good.
I didn't even look at that.
So that's what happened was we got up in the morning, and we were originally going to try and do a ghost tour at 9:30.
No, it was just like a walking tour, not a ghost tour.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. A guided tour. That's what I meant, not a ghost tour. And so then we forewent going to work out. So then we decided after we missed that tour because we had to get our Huey's breakfast in, we decided that we would just do it ourselves. So and then walk.
Yeah,
because I was looking at I say that the electric bikes and stuff, but that was a guided tour as well.
Right, and we decided it was well, we're better off walking because at least we're getting steps in, and we got 13,000 steps in that day, which is fairly good.
Woo woo!
13,000. Was that all of our pictures?
That's all the pictures I had.
Pictures. Okay, well that was good. I actually really like that cemetery picture. I didn't know it came out that cool.
Yeah, that's why I use it. It's very good.
Very good. My photography skills.
Excellent.
So we're in Florida for the week.
We're in Florida for the week. We leave here next Thursday. I'm going to try to hit some comedy open mics.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to get as tan as I possibly can.
She started, that was a good jump. She got on it because she probably spent 6 hours.
I made Clint go make me a sandwich for lunch.
She wouldn't even, we're literally across the street. It's like a 4-minute walk from where our chairs were. And I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. Let's go eat lunch. And she's like, yeah, you make the sandwiches. So I was like, okay, which I thought was weird. And then she's like, okay, I'm like, okay, let's go make sandwiches. And she's like, okay, just make me whatever you want. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I didn't want to leave the beach.
She's like, what? I'm like, what? Why aren't you? No. And I'm like, you just can't even go for half an hour?
No, I didn't want to. Because the storm blocked the sun for an hour. So that didn't hit the beach, but it was in the distance and we had no sun. I was making back my time. Listen. How many days do I get to just spend at the beach? Tomorrow, I offer tomorrow I make the sandwiches. Because I'll pre-make the sandwiches in the morning.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do
and
that
she'll
today.
be like, go back and grab the sandwiches that I made.
No, we'll just bring the cooler.
I don't understand how you spend that much time at the beach. I'm just like, oh my God, what can I do?
Help it.
Oh my God, this is cool now.
We went for a water walk.
I know.
After we ate lunch, I went on one of Clint's famous water walks. I went with him.
Next time on the water walk, I'm going to pee on you to make it more interesting.
Okay.
Golden shower walk.
I mean, if that's what makes you happy, you can do that.
Okay.
You can golden water shower.
Golden walk.
Golden walk.
I don't think we have any. We don't have anything else, do we?
We're gonna go get some seafood.
We're about to go get seafood. Yesterday, I had a oyster po' boy. A lot of breading on that.
Yeah.
Then the roll, more bread. It's very bready.
I just want like straight seafood, like oysters, maybe like a nice piece of like mahi or grouper.
When I kept trying to get you to get oysters, like yesterday,
wait, we got mussels.
You're like,
Well, I don't know.
So now I like clams better than mussels. I didn't realize that until yesterday, I think. Other than the sand.
I mean, obviously I love raw oysters. I don't know. I wasn't 100% sold on that place to eat raw oysters from. That's why I didn't get the raw oysters. Because I need to like, when it comes to raw seafood, I'm like, I want to make sure it's like a good place. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that place. I was like feeling like, I didn't know if I trusted it. And I didn't want to be puking on the 5-hour trip from.
So why didn't you eat the mussels that didn't open?
Because those are bad.
Reason.
Yeah, I don't want to get sick. Like, why am I going to eat something I know is bad? It seems silly.
Okay.
I don't like that answer.
It's fine. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Clint's really upset about me not ordering the oysters.
Well, because at home she just kept going on about oysters down here.
We're going to get them tonight. We're literally at the beach.
We were literally at the river yesterday.
Okay, well, I apologize. If you go to
river
Savannah,
oysters,
make sure you order the oysters because your boyfriend may get mad.
River oysters are the best.
Yeah, you love the river oysters. Gross.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. It sounded like an innuendo of some kind.
What was the canyons? Southern Canyons? What was it?
Oh,
Caverns.
We're passing all sorts of fun billboards on the way down.
No, what was the caverns we were talking about that sounded like dirty Southern chicks? Southern Caverns?
Kuchiwachi? No. we did pass Kuchiwachi. Kuchiwachi or Kuchiwachi? Kuchiwachi?
I don't know. Kuchiwachi sounds like a strip club. We said that one should have been a strip club. And then the other ones, Southern Caverns should be a whorehouse.
It wasn't. What was it called? I don't remember.
Something Caverns.
Something Caverns,
but it did sound kind of like dirty chicks.
It did sound dirty. I don't know what it was. We saw a shit ton of billboards for Frenchies, which I love Frenchies in Clearwater, but I was like, this is...
How far is that?
Clearwater's pretty close. We're going to go there this week.
It's pretty close if we were near Clearwater.
But we're not. We're at the beach in Ohio.
We're at the Ohio beach.
That's going to be my answer for everything. We're in Ohio.
All right, everyone. We are going to do at least one or two more while we're down here. Hopefully we'll have some more
stories.
Hopefully we won't get locked in any more bathrooms.
We checked this doorknob. It seems safe.
We already showered today. No mishaps. So, what was it? Door malfunction.
Yeah. My mom was like, I was talking to my mom this morning. She's like, what were you two doing locked in the bathroom together? And
Vic wrote me the same thing.
And I was like, we were showering together? Like, is it that weird that we always shower together?
I was like, we were saving water? What do you mean?
We're very conservationists. oriented.
As long as the shower
And who cares that we are in the bathroom together
small. Anyway? Yeah.
Like, why?
I mean, Vic was joking. He was just ha ha ha.
But it's like we lived
exactly.
literally lived
well,
together.
That's the funny part.
My mom's like, "What were you two doing in the bathroom at the same time?" And I'm like,
because it's so dirty. It's so dirty. Just say we were banging, right?
We actually didn't even bang in the shower.
Okay, but just say we did.
Every day we literally showered together.
But so my point is, that's what I mean.
We banged in the shower.
I know. Well,
But like, who cares?
But it's like it's so much weirder for us to bang in the shower versus in the bedroom.
I guess so. People are really upset that we were in the bathroom.
Shower sex.
Banging.
# shower sex. We should have done.
Yeah. Well, we told everyone I had my period, so that's why.
That's why we were in the shower.
That's why we were in the shower. It's good.
It's good.
All right. Well, we're going to go get seafood.
We're going to get seafood. We're going to get oysters. Are you getting oysters or just seafood?
We're going to get oysters.
And then the big nap of the day.
Yeah, hopefully a couple more drinks. We didn't drink at all on the beach, and we're surrounded by drunk people all fucking day. So now I'm like ready to have a couple drinks.
I'm so tired. We also tried to be good so that we could come back and do this and not be drunk and tired.
Which maybe we should do one day. Maybe we should go get drunk on the beach and come right back and podcast.
That sounds terrible. I've done a lot of drunk podcasts. They're called Two Wheels to Freedom, and I'm pretty sure that's why nobody in the motocross industry embraced that podcast.
Okay, we can just work off the same motif.
We'll just ruin our chances of anything right off the bat.
Well, we drink on every single one of these.
I know, but it doesn't get quite the way that...
Although I couldn't talk for like a straight 10 minutes there. I was trying to talk.
But that was early and you kept drinking.
I know.
So I don't know what was going on.
I'm getting better. The more alcohol I'm getting, I was like trying to form words and it wasn't coming out.
The first 3 sips of alcohol and she can't talk. After that, it smooths out.
Smooths it out. I'm all good. I'm a linguist now.
Okay. We don't have any sponsors, so that's it.
Bye.
Bye.